Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is February 2nd, 2024. Here's weekly edition for the market. So, all right. Before we are getting to the weekly and daily chart, as usual, for the weekly analysis, I just want to give you some insight about the cycles. And here's the monthly chart for S&P 500. Um, this is a month of February in 2018. Actually, let me just zoom back here a bit just because I want to give you better insight. Here is the 2018 February, right? So this is the February 2018. As you see here, market had a nice rally to the upside, but February 2018, we got a reversal. We came back and multiple months consolidation, kind of like an ABC zigzag to the downside before the next surge to the upside. So as you see here, February 2018 was a bearish month, and it was kind of like a sell-off signal after this substantial rally to the upside. We got into this a nice rally again for 2020, and this is exactly February 2020, and everyone knows that what this is. This is a COVID crash, and market just sold off sharply, find a bottom here in March 2020, and market just went off to the roof, and this is a nice rally all the way to the upside. Again, 2 years later, this is February 2000. Actually, this is January, February 2022. So as you see here, the cycle is pretty nicely work out every 2 years. After a rally, we have sell-off in January, February. So this is February 2018, 2020, and 2022. And they have some similarities, like after October bottom here, we have nice rally to the upside. Here is a 2020 again. We got October bottom here in 2019, and market went all the way up to here to February 2020. Here is another October bottom here in 2023, and market went all the way up to here. So this is another 2 year cycle that we see here, and market is just getting into danger zone, I should say. This is kind of like a top information. If you haven't seen my forecast for 2024, make sure watch that one, because I explicitly said about these levels, and there are 4 levels that I'm looking for, and the time period is going to be a March all the way to months of June. I should say market is just poised for another rally to the upside, explosively to April to June, and then after that we should see a top information. However, I didn't expect this rally is going to continuing for 4 consecutive months. So this is month of February. We just passed second day of February, but you see here this is pretty nice candle here in February. So the next level here is going to be here somewhere around 4,950, or just above 5,000, and then we should see a reversal is coming. And this reversal can be kind of like a pullback to this area, to this top, for the next rally, explosive rally to the upside to 5,300. That's going to be the maximum stretch that they have, potential months of April and June. And then we should see multi-months or prolonged decline all the way to here. So this is my analysis, and I should say I'm very, very cautious right now. Everyone should be alert, because everyone is piling on the market that, hey, market doesn't want to stop rally, and this is the way that people just are piling back into the money and the institutions selling. So I'm not gonna buy it at this level ever, and I'm just gonna give you a warning that a probable scenario is going to be a 2-3 months corrective move before months of April, and then we can see another rally to the upside. But we are due for a corrective move. We should be careful about the market right now, especially when we have good earnings and when we have a good NFP. Market just don't forget about the rate, because rate is pretty high, and when we have a substantial NFP number today, 350, I should say 350 number beat the expectation. Expectation was 185, which absolutely doesn't give Federal Reserve to rate cut in months of March. Even if they thought about the rate cut, they're not going to think about it anymore. And rate stays here for a long time, um, beyond the market expectation. Market suddenly wake up and say, wait a minute, I know we have good earning, we have good job market, but rate still is there. So whenever we got above 5%, um, in Fed fund rate, we see a recession is coming. So everyone needs to be careful about this. Right now, we are at a very, very danger zone. I should say market is just into FOMO or hallelujah situation. But when everyone is waking up, that's going to be late. So just be careful about a 2 year cycle is in January, February, and we are at kind of like at very, very important level for the market. So everyone needs to be careful about this. Today we got a new all-time high and weekly candle closed new all-time high for S&P 500. But I should say this is a danger zone, and we are kind of like in a very, very interesting level for S&P 500. Um, Stochastic, it is in overbought. IMI is absolutely overbought. So again, it doesn't mean that recession is coming. I'm just looking for a corrective move. And sure enough, if correction is coming, that's going to be a sharp correction because we just went too far too fast without any corrective move. When correction is coming, this can go all the way down to here to 4,500 to 4,600, which is going to be almost 10% correction. So this 10% is going to be huge for the market, especially when we have this divergence from SMA 20. And when we see SMA 20 is pretty coming along with this top. So I should say, be careful about this because when corrective move is coming, it's going to be a very sharp, and if you have long position, so make sure that protect your stop loss, protect your positions, or even hedge because put options are pretty cheap right now, so you can hedge your portfolio, hedge yourself against the pullback. And that's going to be um, just advice from myself, and take it very, very serious because right now market is going up too far too fast. And whenever we got this divergence from SMA 20, everyone just piling on this. When corrective move is coming, look what happened in 2020, 21. So this is a nice corrective move in 2023 as well. So when we got top here at July, market just going all the way down to August top here. Market went all the way down for 3 months to the downside to October low. So this is kind of like another divergence, and we are seeing the same scenario happening here. Just one corrective move and then going back up nicely. This is very good for bulls. I should say the correction is coming and it's going to be very, very wide. All right. Moving on to daily chart. So daily chart, the same pattern here. I thought that market is gonna correct itself here somewhere around 49.08, but it didn't. So look at the RSI here. Again, we got the divergence after divergence after divergence. So this is pretty uh, warning, but market doesn't want to stop. However, last hour of the trading session today, we got this big shadow. So this tells me something that institution just sold off last hour of the trading session. So again, after a nice rally yesterday, nice follow up today, but this is kind of like institutional level, and I think that market is going to go down all the way to 4,700 for a big level. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to Nasdaq. Let's move on to Nasdaq weekly chart first because weekly chart for Nasdaq is pretty amazing. Market just went up all the way to the upside, a parabolic move, especially this week. Market has started pretty weak, but went up nicely. We got new all-time high, but you see that this is kind of like a very, very shallow new all-time high compared to S&P 500. So this means several stocks just going to the new all-time high, while the others actually are not going. And I'm just looking for another corrective move, test this top, and it's going to coming to 15,500. Until it gets there, I'm not going to be buyer. So I'm just announcing and releasing my analysis. This is a full disclosure. I'm not going to buyer buying any stocks here. I'm not buyer at this level. I'm waiting for pullback and see how it goes. Moving on to the daily chart. Here's the daily chart. And you see here, we have a nice divergence here again, kind of like a double top. Look at the MACD, look at the RSI, look at the stochastic. All three coming down again. So just be careful, folks, because I know that everyone just getting excited. Hey, Ali, you're saying about the corrective move, but this one doesn't come. Yes, I'm waiting for correction in January. So January, we had a bad January, but later on went all the way up to the upside. And I should say this corrective move is coming. And when it comes, it's going to go all the way down to here. So waiting for that one, be patient, sit tight, because the next buying opportunity is coming. Moving on to Dow Jones, which hit the all-time high today again. Pretty sharp divergence here. Look at that. Momentum is dead. Momentum is dead for Dow Jones. This is a daily chart. At the same analysis I've got, so market Dow Jones went to new all-time high. Last hour of the trading session, we had like a nice sharp sell-off. If you go to hourly chart, you will see that. So market just sold off sharply last 2 hours of the trading session. For Nasdaq, it doesn't have any shadow here. It just go all the way down to here without any shadow. So we'll see how it goes for Dow as well. But I should say everything is kind of like expecting to um, up to several stocks. Nvidia, Microsoft, and big tech is basically are doing well. Even Tesla and Netflix are having like hiccups today. So we will get to those ones as well. Moving on to gold. Gold coming down due to a good NFP number. NFP number just to bring the yield higher, sharp move for dollar and yield to the upside. And gold is coming down. But later, we just got back above, protected this area, which is 2030, and gold just sit at 2040. So weekly candle just to sit at 2040. Again, as I said, 2040 is going to be very, very important level. If next week we are getting back to the upside, that's going to be a bullish signal. But if it go to the downside, this means that this is not a breakout, and we should still expect more choppy days here before a next rally, which I believe it's coming, but not yet. Moving on to crude, which had a nice sell-off again. So as I said, crude is kind of like this is kind of like an ABC corrective move to the upside, and then we are coming down again. Test this trend line. If we get below this 72, we can go all the way down to 61 to 65, waiting for that breakout to the downside. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to individual names, so starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we just got into this area and then sell off. Right now, it's forming bullish consolidation, I should say. Bit is due for a corrective move for a continuation to the downside. 34 to 37 is my level. Yield, what a move to the upside. I was disappointed by the yield. So this is kind of like a double bottom here. Yield is getting back up nicely, moving up, and this is the level that I'm looking for, 4.4%. If we get above this easily, we can go all the way to 4.53. Moving on to treasuries, treasuries pop down. So this is due to yield. Yield had a nice pop to the upside. Treasury coming down, gap down, and going to 95, 96 again. If we get below this, I should say this is ABC corrective move, and this is B wave. We can go all the way down to here to C wave. So we'll see how it goes. VIX, market at the upside move, but VIX just doji bar, I should say, just a 3 cents loss today, nothing special. So VIX is poising. I should say VIX is just poising for the upside. So we should just see some kind of like a move for the VIX. And it's getting interesting to see if market is giving us a corrective move, VIX can pop. Dixie, sharp move to the upside. Look at that. So this is still waiting for, I'm waiting for 104 to rip up to the upside, 104.84, and then we should see how it works with this level, because this level is very, very important. This is a breakout. This is the middle of this wide range bar. So Dixie can go all the way up to here for a next downside move. So still looking for another path for Dixie. Moving on to magma indicator, our technology, amid Meta and Apple went to new all-time high. Apple just had a nice down gap and then surging all the way up, even goes to the positive and then coming back down, especially last hour trading session. Amazon, nice move to the upside, 7% to the upside. But I should say this is a pop, and probably market is just overreacting. The same as Meta. Look at that. So 20% in one day at this price. This is a phenomenal move. I should say Meta is overreacting to the earning. I know they announced earning for the first time ever in the history for Meta, and they're gonna just pay dividend to their shareholders. So that's why market just overreact and priced 20% on Meta. Microsoft move up, didn't go to new all-time high. So new all-time high just went earnings session and then coming back down. Google, nice move to the upside. It just went from negative to positive. Netflix can't do that. Doji bar negative. Tesla 95 cents down. Holding up pretty well here because Tesla already oversold. I'm just looking for kind of like a choppy, sloppy for a Tesla ahead. Semiconductors went up as a match. A nice move to the upside, still lower high. Sucks the same pattern, $7.52. Taiwan Semiconductor, $2.36. AMD, nice move to the upside, 4% today, but I should say I can't see even this one stop for now for the rally. But if we see this one take out, then we should see sell-off is coming ugly. So any pullback for now is a buying opportunity, but I should say we are pretty close to the top information based on the cycle. NVIDIA new all-time high today, 661. This is amazing. This is parabolic. This is overstretched, overbought. It can go higher, but I'm not going to be buyer at this level. Texas Instruments move slightly up. Texas is weak. Texas is lagging. And I like this one, to be honest, because this is kind of like an indicator and this is kind of like a roadmap or milestone for the other semiconductors. Lam Research, look at that. This one was one of the best since this October low. But look at that. After earnings session January 24, January 25, it didn't go to the new all-time high. This is a shooting star, still struggling with that one. Moving on to the banking sector, XLF, nice move to the upside. KBE, a good price action here. So just reacted to this demand area, nice shadow, and then went positive. But still, I'm looking for kind of like another probably a day or two rally and then coming back down to this level. KRE, 22 cents up. JP Morgan, dollar up today. Goldman Sachs, $4 up today. Bank of America, 8 cents down. It's lagging. Wells Fargo, 43 cents up. Moving on to the gold miners, which they just slaughtered today again. So GDX, after yesterday rally, goes down. This is a pretty choppy, right? So this is pretty choppy for gold miners. One day up 4%, the other down 4%. So still forming very well, I should say. At least it is above 27, which is good. But when we see some kind of like a takeout from this level, that could be ugly, and we can go all the way down to test this double bottom. Still looking for a bottoming formation from them, and then looking for a rally, nice rally to the upside. GDXJ, this one is coming down 3.44% to the downside. AEM, $1.99. Newmont, $1.20 to the downside. Franco-Nevada, $3.53 down. Gold Barrick, 48 cents down. So we'll see how it goes with these names. Gold Barrick going down. I should say this is kind of like interesting for buy as well. So this goes to this double bottom. Moving on to the last sector for today, XLE, 12 cents up, but XOP coming down, $1.45. OIH, $6 is coming down. So OIH higher, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. is coming potentially, and we can go all the way down to here, I should say. Exxon 42 cents down, Chevron due to earning, not a bad earning for Chevron, goes back up nicely. I should say this is kind of like a dead cat bounce, still in a process of a big weekly consolidation for the next sell-off to here. So just be careful about these names. Energy names are weak. Geopolitical tensions are not that strong or beneficiary for them. So it's just it's just there, like as usual, and everyone is saying like these geopolitical tensions are not enough for crude. So we will see how it goes. But again, just everyone needs to be careful at this environment. This is a danger zone. And I should say, I know market is going every day higher, but when it turns back down, when it roll over, it's gonna roll over very bad. So just be careful on this one. All right. I wish you have a good weekend. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.